touched on school a little bit. From one UT Rocket to another, I want to know what ultimately made you decide to take the scholarship offer from them.
Yeah, it was Toledo was actually my first offer. Going into my senior year, they offered me, and it was Central Michigan and Western Michigan, and then Eastern Michigan had offers after. But pretty much for my visit, when I went to Toledo, I liked the coaches. I liked the atmosphere there. I went to a few of the games, and I just liked the environment. And they had a positive, atmosphere as far as games and school. So all those things just drove me to want to choose Toledo. So.
And now you talked about taking the online classes this winter, Jalen. I know your NFL career is far from being over. You have many good years ahead of you. But it seems like you have a plan in mind because you're doing that. Any idea what you want to do with your life after your years as a Baltimore Raven?
Yeah, I'd like to become a systems analyst. My major is information systems, so that's ultimately my goal. When I'm done with football. So.
And Jalen, of course, the Toledo Rockets, they had a good year this year. We actually had the privilege of covering that game down in Detroit, the Little Caesars Pizza Bowl, one of the best games I have seen in person in my years of covering college football. How proud are you of the Toledo Rockets this year? I know Tim Beckham is doing a great job with that team. I'm sure you watch them at least when they've been on television. How proud are you of your alma mater?
Oh, I'm very proud. It's great to see. It's been a while since we had a winning season. At Toledo, so it was good to see back on the right track, and I expect even bigger things coming up in these next couple seasons. So.
All right, Jalen. Before we let you go, anything you want to plug? Anything coming up for you?
Oh, not much. Just I'd say vote no on the lockout to whoever's listening. There's a lot of talk about the lockout happening. For the NFL season this year. So, just do what you can to prevent it. There's nothing worse than having a season with no football. So, just do your part and just vote no on the lockout for that. So.
Now, as far as we were talking about this actually earlier in the show, this lockout situation, the 18-game schedule they're talking about, are you a proponent of that, or would you like to see it stay at 16 games?
18, that's a long season, 18 games. But I know if they cut down the preseason games down to 2. I think it might be a little more manageable to have 18 games regular season. So for me, being a younger guy, I think it could be done. A lot of the vets, I'm not sure, how they would feel, about the issue, but that's kind of my stand. I'd be okay with it. So.
All right, Jalen, we'd like to thank you for coming on Sunday Sports Social Night, and we'll definitely call upon you sometime down the road. Best of luck to you with your career, and hopefully everything is good this next couple of weeks. You said you're expecting a newborn child, so we wish you the best. Jalen, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks, Raven.
All right, that was Jalen Parmele, star running back for the University of Toledo, now the Baltimore Ravens. Short and sweet, Mike, about 10-minute interview. I thought Jalen was real sincere with his answers, gave the fans some good stuff, too, talking about the lockout situation, the 18 games. Now we know what a player says. I said this earlier on the show. I said I think 18 games is too much. Jalen Parmele agrees with me. So that's at least one person that agrees with me on that situation.